My name is Erica Taft, and I'm 27 years old. So I have 8 autoimmune conditions, and it started with PCOS, Hashimoto's. I have the chronic migraines that I also deal with that led to the leaky gut, celiac, diabetes insipidus, mixed connective tissue, lupus, and Raynaud. My worst symptoms are joint pain, redness, swelling, especially in the hands. When my husband and I first started dating, it affected me very emotionally, and he would go to grab my hand, and from the heat from his hand, my hand would swell and become very painful, and so I couldn't hold his hand, and so I would just set it on his lap. And I remember telling the doctors, like, all I want to do is I want to hold my husband's hand. At the time it was my boyfriend, and I just want to feel no pain when his hand is in mine. So I came to Bella Vita for many purposes. The first day I got here, I was terrible. I felt absolutely miserable. My sinuses were completely backed up. I couldn't really breathe. My hands were in pain. My feet were in pain. My ankles were swollen. And I thought, I need to go home. Like, I was done. But I stuck to it because I knew God, had bigger things for me being here. And I knew I had a lot of support. And so I wanted to stick it out. In 2017, I was having terrible reactions, and I thought, okay, I need my allergies tested. And a friend suggested someone, and to my surprise, there was a lot of allergies that popped up. Some of those being anti-inflammatory also. So like ginger and garlic came up. A few others were beets and buckwheat, things that I loved, and mustard, things that I loved, that are healing to the body. But to me, they were triggering an allergy. And so while I was here, I said, you know what? I'm going to believe God. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to follow this protocol. I believe He sent me here, and I believe that there is power in this. And so I drank the tea. The tea had ginger in it. I drank liver flush. It has garlic in it. I did a bath that has mustard and cayenne. Cayenne pepper was another thing that was on my list. And I had it every single day I was here. And now it makes me feel better consuming these rather than avoiding them altogether. I've consumed buckwheat. One of the first things, the food introductions in the raw food, was buckwheat. I had no reactions. I had walnuts. That was on my card. No reactions. I had a really good spiritual, physical, mental encounter with the cold sheet therapy. And that, I think, is one thing that really really dug into my healing. It was 2 days later that I woke up, and I had no inflammation in my hands at all, no pain. I could move my joints again, no swelling. And I've woken up every morning for the last, I think it's been 4 days, with no inflammation in my hands, no inflammation in my face, none in my feet. And I don't know the last time I've been able to experience that. One thing that really stuck out to me through the program was the support that I received. There was a lot of great people here that I met, and beautiful people. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I couldn't have asked for a more beautiful atmosphere. The life, the color. There's so much beauty, and you can feel God in this place. You can feel Him walking in the grass. I loved the grounding experience I received. I could feel His presence. For some reason, one of my barriers was I couldn't take my shoes off and walk on the grass, and that was something that was beneficial to the body, connecting with the earth and the energy of the earth. And for some reason, I just avoided it the first 2 days. And then the third day, I approached the grass, and I changed my mind and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. And before I walked away, I heard the voice of the Lord say, take your shoes off and stand on holy ground. And I took my shoes off. I listened. And I'm glad I did, because when I did, I just felt the presence of God hit me. I started walking around. I had such a beautiful conversation with the Lord. I even raised my hands at one point to heaven and just thanking God, because I could really feel His anointing and His presence, and it was beautiful. I was praying for God to show me something. I felt like I was missing out on life, and I thought, God, just show me something. Just help me get on the right path of what you want me to do. I'm so confused. I don't know what foods to consume or what not to consume. I don't know the daily activity. I don't know to listen to the doctors or continue on this whole natural path. I don't know what to do. I don't know to do coffee enemas or not to do them. And right when I said, Lord, show me, I clicked on a video, and it was a Bella Vita testimony. And I listened to his testimony, and it hit something in my heart. And I thought, oh my goodness, like, this is what I need to do. Before I even really looked further into the program, I sent it to my mom and my grandmother and my husband, and I said, look at this. So then I went into a deeper research of Bella Vita, and I saw the full movie, and it touched me. And I thought, oh my goodness, like, this is what I need to do. So I prayed about it, and I thought, Lord, what do you need me to do? Do you want me to go to this? I want you to tell me if this is what you need me to do. And so, of course, I needed help with the funds, and I made a video. And I put it on Facebook, and I said, guys, I need some help. And I had so much support come through, and it was absolutely beautiful. I got prayers, I received messages, and it felt so good. And I knew that if the funds would come, then this was God's will. And if it didn't, then it wasn't. And the funds came, and I knew God was in this. And God showed His moving power throughout the entire week. Healing happened, testimonies. He showed His work through so many different ways I can't even express it. And even while I was here, I was completely blessed, even by the people that were staying here themselves. They truly blessed me. I would definitely recommend Bella Vita. There's so many different reasons, though. If you need cleansing of the mind, if you need cleansing in the body, if you need a renewing in your spirit, just to get away and get focused on yourself, to get centered with yourself and with God. Because when you center yourself with God, then healing can take place. But your mind and your heart have to be there first, and then the healing can come.